Hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome back once again to the Fireside Chat with the boys. We've got them all here tonight. Once again, to join you here on a Sunday evening. We will go around the house here and let them introduce themselves to you once again, in case you forgot from last week, because we're fresh faces today. Of course, I didn't shave. Sorry about that, but I need to prepare. But that didn't happen. So anyway, everybody knows me as Harley Day Rider, your good old friend HDR. And our special guest tonight is Ken, and Ken knows from his videos, I call him the king of cameras, and I'm sure he'll explain to you why I call him that. But go ahead, Ken.
No problem.
Introduce yourself to everybody, and welcome aboard.
Thank you, guys. I didn't know I was going to be on here with you guys tonight, but I definitely appreciate it, and I'm honored. But I'm from Delaware, and I got a 2020 Tri-Glide and a 2016 Heritage Softail.
Nice.
And love riding both of them. So, hey, I'm just an old guy doing what he can do.
And what's that channel? What's that channel name again?
Harley Moon Rider.
Harley Moon Rider. Yeah, when he first came on the scene, I gave him a lot of crap. I'm like, "Hey, bud, you're still my name." He's like, "No, I'm the Moon Rider." So I'm the Moon Rider. So, but yeah, glad to have you aboard there.
We were talking about before that I wish your name was Harley Night Rider. You could have
Harley Night Rider.
Day and Night Rider.
I could change that sometime, maybe.
Oh no, you're too famous now. We can't change it now. We can't change it now. And then we got the Bodine.
Howdy, folks. I'm Bodine52. I go by the name of Bob. I have a 2000 Road King Classic. Goes by the name of Duke, and a 2018 Ultra Limited Big Mama. Living in the beautiful, cold, snowing Michigan. So, Ken, welcome. We're glad to have you here.
Thank you.
You guys having trouble with the time change, or is it just me?
Isn't it Tuesday at like 4?
Yeah, I'm still having trouble with it.
That's what they should do. They should push it like a day ahead and a day.
I can't stand it when 2 weeks ago I looked outside and it was like sunny for another hour and a half, and now it's like pitch black. Dark. It's like irritating me. It's like throwing me off. So hence why I'm drinking coffee now instead of beer, because my body's all white, completely screwed up.
Well, anyway, I'm an hour early on mine.
I'm not as cool as you guys drinking the beers tonight. It's a first. My name is Colin. I go by Bronco Ride on YouTube. I ride a 2017 Street Glide Special, and I live in Maryland. I'm glad to be here. And welcome, Ken. Thanks for joining us tonight. And you get to fit in with all of us because we have the ball caps, as Toby called it. I think what did he call it earlier? The ball cap bros or something like that.
Ball cap boys, ball cap.
Yeah, I don't know. We all wear hats.
That's because our families don't buy us ties for Christmas. They buy us hats, so we have to wear them.
That or we don't use shampoo. One of those.
Or
my hat came from my brother. I got it from him. I bought the bike off of him about 2 years ago.
Oh, that was nice.
Or we're hiding our head tattoos. That could be it.
Here in Pennsylvania, they just
I've got a teardrop on my head, Bob.
I got a couple tats on that, all over here. So.
Well, welcome everybody. Once again, we're glad to have everybody back in the house, back in our Hollywood squares. That's what this always feels like, or the Brady Bunch, one or the other. But hey, the first question we have tonight is for you guys. You guys meaning the chat room. I wanted to bring you into the show here and let you. I know a lot of you answer all the questions. I get comments after. I don't know if you guys get these or not, but I get comments on the videos we post on YouTube, and people answer all of our questions, which is pretty cool. Takes you a long time to answer them back, though. But thanks for doing that. It's really neat. All right, let me see if I got these in order. Ken, the way it goes is we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ken, I only have 8, 9 questions just for you because you're so special.
Cool.
I'm trying to
Match you are.
I'm trying to figure out like who you are, where you are. And for the other guys here, I have 8 personal questions, and then I got 15 rapid fire. That's not true.
We'll be here till midnight.
That's not true. Let's go. I can't do. Mrs. HDR is making homemade chicken noodle soup right now, guys. It's like. So here's to the chat room. If you live in the northern states, how often do you ride in the winter, or do you park your bikes and you see them in the spring? So we know these guys. We know their thoughts on that. But Ken, you live. Where did you say you live? Delaware.
Delaware.
You get cold weather then, right?
I do, but I'll ride as often as I can get out. I do have heated gear, so that just makes it much nicer when you're out. And that come from you, Jack, because you the one got the heated gear first.
I had mine on yesterday. It was really nice.
Yeah, no kidding.
Really nice. All right, but we'll let the chat room answer that. Unless you guys want to chime in, but I think we got your thoughts on that from in the past.
I know, you know, you feel bad for them because I know a couple of videos we've done. I've seen some of the comments from the boys in Canada. And they're like, "Yeah, it's already like snowing here. We got 6 inches on the ground." I feel bad for them. But then, Bob, you said it was snowing in your area already.
Yeah, is that why you made a video that's saying, "Hey, it's 80 degrees. Ha. Hope you're having a nice day." The last video, dude. I almost unsubscribed, even though you're one of my best buds. I'm like, dude, that's not right. Yeah, but it's supposed to be 60 this week for a couple of days, so hopefully we'll get out.
Yeah, it's supposed to be nicer this weekend. So, but it was 48 yesterday, and I was out. So, I mean,
I know we talked about this before about riding in the wintertime. And I know, Jack, you ride all year long, even in Pennsylvania. I know you go
yeah,
out.
as long as the roads are decent, yeah, I'll get the bike out.
Yeah, I've started in the last year and a half, 2 years, 2 seasons where I've rode more in like December and January. Yeah, same thing with you. As long as the weather's decent.
Yeah, as
decent as in like not snow or salt on the ground.
Right. Yeah, Pennsylvania loves their salt, so they definitely love that. All right, real quick here, we got one for
Ohio.
We got one for HMR. Let's see here. So why did you choose to start into this hobby of moto vlogging and join all of us crazy people on YouTube?
Well, that's kind of a tough question, but I think I got an answer for it. As all you guys know, I lost my wife about 2 years ago, and I took up bike riding again because I bought the Harley, the Heritage, off my brother. And I saw you guys all out here doing this thing and talking on the bikes. And I said, well, I can do that too. So here I am trying to do it. I'm still learning, but I'm trying to do it.
But you know what? Honestly, we're all still learning. You know, we're all still learning each day. I spent about an hour and a half with Colin this morning learning. And fantastic teacher. And I still can't thank you enough, buddy. I mean,
no worries, man.
It changed the whole entire scope of my video practice. So Bob changed my scope of video practice by introducing me to this weird thing called analytics. And you guys know we went away and we were sitting there and we live streamed. I said, I just gained 4 subs in the past 20 minutes. And they're like, are you watching your analytics? And they were laughing because I've never watched those in the past, but I'm learning. All right, very good. We're glad to have you on board there. Sorry, actually, I told you last night too. Sorry about your spouse. I mean, that's a horrible thing to happen. But we are glad you're on the motorcycle scene, and now you just gained a big, large, extended family. Trust me, there's a lot of us out there.
Definitely.
All right.
Now my subs have been going up pretty much since you guys put me on the list.
Usually they go down, Ken, when we invite you on.
Yeah, we didn't mention that to you.
You hanging with us, the boys? No. I got to unsuck you.
Hey, Jack, he started off by saying that he did it following us, and I was about to say maybe that's not a good idea, just so you know. But.
Yeah. People start following us. Most people start following us, take up like things like model airplanes, something totally different than what we're doing. They're like, those are bad guys. No, we're glad to have you on board with us. You do make some amazing videos. If you're not subscribed to Harley Moon Rider, like open another tab. Keep us so you can listen to us, but open another tab and sub right now. Boom.
That was smart. You're keeping us going.
That's right. Keep us going, though. All right, gentlemen, who never get these questions beforehand. So, and I typed these up at 4:30 this morning because I thought it was 5:30. If you're sitting around the house and you think of a great topic for a vlog, do you think, hey, I'll record that sometime and maybe write it down? Or are you kind of like me and go, hey, hun, I got to get the helmet and get the heck out of here. I got to record a video and do it right away. Ken, how would you handle that? Would you do it right away, or would you write it down and do it the next time you're out?
If I've got the thought in my head, I'd do it right away. Definitely would.
Never put off tomorrow what you can ride today.
Nope. You're not guaranteed tomorrow.
Yeah. See, that's a good point too. Good point. Mr. Bob.
You know what? I would like to say that I do that, but I don't. I will put the topic in my notes on my phone. And then when I'm scheduled to go, when I decide to go out and ride next, that's kind of what I do it by. So
Okay.
I'm similar, and it's weird. I usually come up with topics when I wake up in the middle of the night because like I've got this habit of waking up at like 2 or 3 in the morning, and then I drink a cup of coffee, then I go back to sleep. It's really bizarre, but I do that, and then something will pop in my head, and I'll do what Bob does. I'll just type it in my phone because getting on the bike at 3 in the morning is probably not the best idea.
No, probably not. Good idea.
No,
But normally I'll just jot it down. Honestly, when I'm riding, things pop into my head all the time. I know we
Yeah.
talked about that before. It's spontaneity is kind of key. You're just like riding and like, well, there's a topic. There's something we could talk about, and then just go with it.
that's me.
Hey, Jack, do they have the notes on your iPhone too? The notes feature?
I don't know. Let me see. No, no notes. No notes. Hey,
You still have your word processor, right?
we're going to upgrade to an iPhone 11. Just so you guys know, we've been looking.
Yeah,
He's
we've
got
heard
a
that.
typewriter next to him.
My only problem is they have 2 colors: green, which Mrs. HD already decided she wants the green one, and pink, which I guess is the one I'll probably get. But that's all they got left. No, I think I'll get a red one or something. I don't know. Anyway, you guys are like always phone. What do you call that? Phone harassing me. Yeah, let's call it phone harassment.
We care about you, brother.
I know. Well, it's because when I shot that live stream, I don't know if you've seen it or not, Ken, in the hotel room. The first one was all blurry because I had a screen protector over my camera, and it looked like we were all like, well, it looked like the camera was drunk. It was pretty bad.
I've done that when I was on the Harley with my Evo. I still had little plastic covering it. That
I
don't
just
work.
want to clarify something. First, congratulations, Bunny King. Hogs, we had her on a couple weeks ago, and it looks like you've reached 1,000 subs. So,
Well,
Hey,
and it also looks like you're drinking wine. And just so everybody says, when she says Colin, still waiting on those pics, not what you think. Just want to make sure everybody throw that out there.
what was I thinking?
yeah.
I just wanted to start. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think I got a dirty mind?
Yeah, we all do.
I was going to type private chat, please, but decided that probably wasn't what you were talking about.
Oh,
This channel, these shows always tend to go south after about the first. And you're drinking coffee, Colin. So that's bad. What do you put in it? Look, he's typing. He's like, listen, Colin, what'd you put in your coffee?
what am I? What?
What'd you put in your coffee?
A couple of shots of something.
All right.
It's
It's
working.
not just coffee.
That's a nice mug.
Yeah, it's called cream and sugar.
Okay,
Actually, I
Ken.
drink black.
My inside thing with Ken here, I've been posting his comments for quite a while whenever he posts anything up, and he has camera shots about every angle off the bike you can think of. I mean, I can't even imagine what he looks like going down the road or what people think of you. But they must think, what's that crazy guy? Like he's from American Home Videos or something. But I've been calling you the king of cameras for some time now. Can you tell us how many cameras you have, and where do you usually place them on the bike?
Well, right now I've got 4 GoPros.
Okay.
Actually,
Sweet.
5. I forgot the little Hero 5.
Oh
No,
yeah, session. Yeah.
And,
GoPro King.
I put the Hero 5 down on the crash bar,
Uh-huh.
and I can point it forward and back, or even up toward me. And then I got 1 on the handlebar. I got 2 on the helmet. And you talk about a nightmare to sync all that.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure about syncing it all. My question is, how do you turn them all on when you go to record? Like, so you're riding down the road and you're like, you flipping. Yeah.
The ones I can't reach, I go ahead and turn on before I get started.
Okay.
Oh,
And then I learned a lesson from, I think you talking about syncing your camera was, I put it on the horn, do the beep on the horn.
Yep.
And that seems to work pretty well.
Yeah. It's
The
always
ones I
worked well.
can't reach.
I did Bob's method yesterday when I was out because I was riding down the street and there was a bunch of cars in front of me. So I did that. I waved my hand in front of my face. So I hope I can sync that up.
I just kind of go sync, and that's just how I've always done it. Right
Yeah,
or wrong.
I got to
That's
try
the
to.
same way I've been doing it too. I learned that from you guys too. So
So I guess I just take my hand movement and line that up, Bob. Is that what I'm going to have to do? What? I'm serious.
Well,
I don't know. I mean,
No, I just go sync, and then normally I'll grab the bar.
yeah.
And that's when I sync them up.
Okay.
Right.
Bob does the jazzy hands when he syncs his up.
I'm gonna- jazzy hand.
yeah.
Jazzy hand. Yeah, the horn method works good for me, but sometimes I don't like to beat the horn when there's cars around because they get kind of freaked
They
out.
kind of look at you, kind of, what are you beeping your horn for?
Yeah, I'll be like, because you're driving a stupid car. That's why.
Yeah.
All right. How often do you guys go out to eat? Do you have one main place you like to head to all the time? Or do you like to choose different places to go out? Ken.
You're going to stick that to me first. Well, I don't usually go out.
Okay.
I'm more of a homebody, and I fix what I want to eat here and be good. If I do go out, steakhouse, Texas Roadhouse.
Yeah, that's a good place. That is
Yeah.
a good place. So if we ever
Yeah.
come to your neck of the woods, we can come and you can cook dinner because we now
Absolutely.
You ever get
Absolutely.
that? You ever get that 26-ounce bone-in ribeye there?
No, I hadn't yet on that.
Oh, it's
I
the
usually
best.
go in and order the biggest one they got and take a doggy box home.
Oh, it's the best. The bone-in
Ken,
ribeye.
why are you talking about this, dude? I want to have a steak now. Can we hurry this along so we can get going?
Let's go. We gotta get. I can go out and butcher the cow out back.
Yeah.
Hope he's big enough.
Well, I got chili cooking in there right now. I'm waiting for it.
Oh yeah, that sounds
Nice.
All right, Bob.
You'd be a great neighbor, by the way.
Yeah.
Just to have, right? So, you know what? For me, I think that when we go out, it's usually out for breakfast. Once a week, out to a favorite Coney Island restaurant is what myself and Mrs. Bodine like to go do, and I would say that's the natural place. If I'm deer hunting, there's one place we always go, but usually that's those two places. But now, hopefully, Texas Roadhouse will still be open after our show tonight.
I'm sure you guys could probably relate to this. I mean, I go out probably once every 3 weeks or even a month, but it seems like it takes forever to make a decision with my wife. So, like, I'm real simple, anywhere with a steak, but she'll spend a little bit of time trying to figure it out. And then if we're still driving, we'll just drive to a place and then walk or drive around trying to find something. But I mean, I'm trying. The Texas Roadhouse is good. I like more of the small eateries, kind of like the local places. I think you can find some hidden gems in your area. I like those type, the mom and pop, not necessarily the chain. I try to get out to those more, even in this times that we are now. Even if we can do takeout, you can get some tasty food. Tasty food.
That's good to know. I think we were out Friday night. We went out because any family member has a birthday or something, they're like, "Oh, let's all go to this restaurant and meet up." So we went down to Pittsburgh and met up with some friends down there and some relatives. But we have probably 2 or 3 main places to go, and then sometimes just when you're out wherever you want to stop, right? So probably about the same as you guys. But
I do like going to non-box places if I can, right? You know, some of those mom and pop diners and stuff have the best food and the best people in them, you know?
Non-change, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, when we travel, we always try to look for non-chain foods just to experience something different. You know?
I like doing the I think I've told you guys this before, like when we go on trips, I brought this up, I believe in another chat once, that I have that Diners, Drive-In and Dives app.
Yeah.
That list all the restaurants that he's done over the last 10, 15 years. And I try to hit one of those because usually they're pretty good.
We did that when we were in Hawaii. We actually got on the bus and went to the other side of the island because he had a restaurant on there, and here was an Irish pub that we went to. But we had to take
Benny boy
3 changes of buses to get over there and coming back. I told Miss HR, "Yeah, this is the bus stop to get off." We ended up having to walk almost 2 miles back to the hotel. In all that heat, she was not really pleased with me. But what do I know about Hawaiian busing? You know. All right, very good. So, Ken, I noticed that your videos are very well edited, very well prepared. I imagine these 2 guys on the bottom, my cinematic friends, probably been working with you, is what it looks like. But how did you learn how to edit videos, and what program do you use?
I use Vegas Movie Studio 17,
Okay.
and it works pretty good for me. It's expensive, but it does what it's got to do. And I've just learned just through watching you guys how to edit the stuff. Now, I still screw up a lot. I get some fades I don't like.
Yeah. But yeah, your stuff is always edited well, and you're joining a lot of video together. So
yeah.
And Bob, I think I know what you use, but you can maybe let everybody know what you're still using.
I use DaVinci Resolve, and I like it a lot. Actually, Jack, I got I started that because of you, right?
Yeah, I forced you into it, huh?
Yeah, you forced me, made me pay for it and all that.
I
And
said,
a bunch
I
of other
said,
things.
I said, Bob, download the free software. Don't pay for Final Cut Pro. Just try it, and it stuck. So
I used to use Power Director and
Yep.
just, whatever works for you at the end of the day, I think is good. I think DaVinci has a lot more editing stuff in it, but at the end of the day, if it works, it works, right? So I don't know that it matters.
It's funny you say that because actually I do use Power Director. I know we've talked about this before. For what we do, I think what you're saying with your program, Bob. It has a couple things extra, but for what I use it for, it's perfect. Power Director is so easy. It's so simple to use. It really is.
and that
Plus,
is
we got the Power Director guy, that guy that does all the teaching.
Yeah.
What's his name?
It's called Power Director University, I think.
Yeah.
I don't remember his name. I think it's Malik.
Goofy.
Yeah, he's a little goofy, a little strange.
I do use Power Director on my travel laptop. These guys laughed their butt off. Hold on one second here. I gotta.
Is that the Commodore 64?
I still got one of them.
Hey, he got that the same year he got the iPhone, I'm betting.
Jack still plays with his Atari.
Can we please start a GoFundMe for HDR to get a new laptop and a new phone?
Yeah, you want to travel?
Yeah, that's right, Anonymous Biker. That's his name.
Malik.
Good channel, Malik. Yeah, he's actually very, very good at what he does.
Yeah,
Excellent.
but look how small it is. It's 11-inch travel laptop. Look.
There you go.
You don't say that in the same sentence. Just
No
FYI.
No
Look how
comment.
small it is. It's 11-inch.
See?
That's what she said.
But that's what this says on. This says Power Director on it. Just the Windows laptop. So.
Bry wants to know if HDR saves his video to a floppy disk.
Actually, yeah, I do have one here.
Oh.
There's
Well,
nobody.
wait, you call me the grandfather of vlogging. So
Nobody better at that stuff, man, and computers and technology and code than you. So we're giving you a hard time, but you are the master.
I've done a lot of it. You guys see my new setup here.
Oh.
I can launch nuclear missiles from this location now. Hey,
Why did I bring up the 11-inch thing?
Is that what you're taking pics of and send them to Buddy?
No, I wish.
Yeah.
Oh.
There was a song about the 11-inch, but never mind. I got to move on. This is going haywire again. Look at Bob. Hey, Bob, take another shot. You'll be all right.
Oh, Bob, I'm sorry. You're going to mute me again. Remember, I'm just drinking coffee.
I got water. We're good.
You're drinking water, Bob. Oh.
Yeah. We want to see if the sober us is as fun as the ones that are having a few cocktails. The early vote is no, by the way.
I missed the memo. I missed the memo altogether. So.
Ken, what do you have there? What would a classy man like you drink? That's what I want to know.
Silver Bullet.
Attaboy.
I think I've learned that from you.
Yes. Man, I've been waiting.
Jack, you have the power to mute him.
Who's that, Bob?
Ken. He's got a Coors Light.
Coors Light.
That's Silver Bullet.
That's right.
No.
Did he say cocktails? Oh, that was anonymous. Piker.
Yeah.
How do you? Oh, I guess you say. Oh, there you go. I see how you do that.
I don't know if you guys. I know I bust balls all the time about Coors Light, but I don't think either of you have ever been out to Golden. Have you ever toured the Coors factory out there?
Oh, that'd be cool.
It's amazing. And we did. I did it several times when I was in school. Because when I used to live out there, and like right when you get off to the, I don't think they do this anymore, but after you get off the tour, they give you like complimentary beer. I think it was like 2 cups or something. And I remember having Coors Light after that, and it was tasty because it was just fresh, hadn't been in a can, right off the tap, right out of the brewery. It was nice. Bob, you got something to say? I know you want to say it. Go ahead. You got that joke face. You got that. I'm waiting.
Why don't they let you drink beer on the walkthrough? That would make sense to me. Number one,
not on, but you know what was funny? Now again, I don't know if this is still accurate, but in the break room there, they even told us that they had beer in the break room.
they actually allowed the people with, and I don't know how. It's completely against like OSHA and all these rules, but like when they were there, I remember that they were allowed like one beer on their lunch break or whatever. They actually had taps in their break room. They showed us.
Talk about happy employees. You know what?
I'm moving to golden.
I prefer it out of a tap or a bottle. I'm not a can drinker of almost anything personally, but you got to do what you got to do, right? So
I did also go I went on that Coors Brewing thing, the tour. It was pretty neat. That's in I don't know, but they do have the spring water running through it. If you ever notice, Coors Light tastes like mountain spring water.
Nice.
Did you ever notice that?
Ooh, that would
I'd
be fun.
love to do that.
We're planning on riding there next year, the three of us. So
Yeah, Paul, is your guest room ready?
what's that?
Is Paul's guest room ready so we can go over there and do the tour?
Let's do a meetup and let's do that. Let's go across the pond, do a meetup. That sounds good.
There's some ferries or something that can get us over there. I'm not sure of the logistics of getting over there, but
You got to rent bikes. That's all. No, we were planning a trip. You guys know that, right?
I would
we
love to do
almost
that.
paid for it in April. No, in February we were going to sign and pay for it. Thank goodness we didn't.
I would love to do that. Look, Bunny King Hogs, we could stay there. So we already got a place we could stay.
Is that what she said?
Yep, we're going. Bob,
Anybody-
thanks for the treat, man. I appreciate it.
anybody a travel agent here? We need help.
We need or better yet, does anybody have a private jet in this chat room that you can fly us over? That'd be better.
I'm
Yet.
not seeing the comments come through on that, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of wondering. You know,
I can't afford a jet after I got 2 bikes.
we got to call that guy that people's been talking about. What's his name? $1 Million Bogey.
Bogan?
Yeah, we got to call him up and see because I know he has a couple jets.
He's probably got $1 million somewhere.
Probably. All right, guys, we're gonna run into the rapid fire. You guys ready? Nobody has seen these before, so they're pretty scary.
Hey, Jack, what do you think of the Ball Cap Boys World Tour?
There you
There
go.
you go.
Cowboy.
There you go, Smyrna.
I love it, dude.
What we can do is if all of us can just tell our bosses we're gonna take 1 year off of work and hit the road. You know, just the three of us, like the Wild Hogs, just the three of us. Throw our cell phones away. We don't need them. So.
Yours would be smaller to throw away than ours.
And mine would hurt less because, hey, I went to trade it in the other day. It said your cell phone is worth $26.
Oh,
Boy, what a surprise that is.
I ran down and told Miss Asia. She said, "Is that all?" I'm like, "Well, they're like." I told my grandson. He came down. He's 4, and I said, he looked at me and I said, "No, my cell phone's older than you are." And he rolled his face up and looked at me like the dirtiest look. He's like, "What's wrong with you, Grandpa?"
That's because they're going to donate it to a museum. That's why it's
It'll be in
$26.
the Smithsonian.
Oh.
All
Rapid
right,
fire.
rapid fire. High octane gas, or you stick with whatever is cheapest.
High octane.
All right, Ball.
High. Always be high. Octane.
93.
Yeah.
I'm also the same way. Now let's go back around the horn. How about in your car, in your vehicle?
Low.
I'm a cheap
Okay.
bastard. 87.
In the car, Mrs. Bodine's car, I put the low stuff. In my truck, I put the high. And by the way, in my Road King, I put the lower stuff too.
Oh, is that right?
My 2000. Yep.
Oh,
Really?
okay.
Yep.
I should have followed this question up with what do you love more, your motorcycle or your car? Because obviously our cars suck, right? They're like, they get whatever you put in there. You know?
That's
Hey,
right.
Jack, Toby, and I like this. Toby Northern said your super chat donations are going to skyrocket just to pay for the flight costs. So yeah, all we're asking for is 1,000 from each person in here.
I would take care of it.
Can we just get Jack a new phone first, please?
We've never solicited for money. Please, everybody, give us $1,000 now. Thank you. Well, that would give us $71,000 right now. So that would be plenty to get us there.
After
There you go.
taxes, probably about 20,000.
We have to pay taxes.
There you go.
Taxes? This is a business. What are you talking about?
That's right. This is a nonprofit. We are not for profit. Disposable razors, you do buy new blades every time.
Don't use a razor.
A razor never touched my face, Bob.
Oh no, I got by blades. Disposable. Come on. You're not shaving your leg. Are you shaving your legs still, Jack?
I bet you do
No,
shave your
no.
legs.
No, I buy blades. Come on, man.
I bet you when you're desperate, Jack, you grab that pink one that Mary has.
For her legs.
What's wrong with that?
That's the question of the day. Does Mrs. HDR's leg razor get used by Jack to shave?
Ken, you wanted to come here.
Sure, I wanted to be here.
You see
No,
how
I buy the blades. I buy
you
the
do buy blades.
Yeah,
I
I can't
actually-
use disposables.
Well, since I have an iPhone 6, I still use a straight razor, and I mix my shaving cream up in the cup, and I like put it on with the brush. And no, I use disposables. I don't buy blades anymore.
When
You go to the barber daily.
Go to the barber.
when you retire, are you going to shave less? I'm going to be like David Letterman. The day after I retire, I'm not going to shave for like 1 year just to see what it looks like.
I tried that once, didn't like it.
Didn't like it.
Yeah, he's
I've
got a pretty
always-
pushy beer, man.
I've always kind of dreamed of having that goatee that hangs down, that when you ride it splits and goes over your shoulders. I
Yeah,
think those guys look cool.
Bruce City Rider.
Yeah, Bruce Lee
Yes.
Rider.
Yes, he does that.
He doesn't even need anything on his microphone because his beard
I
covers.
got enough already there.
Yeah, it blocks the wind. So
Maurice, who's in the side chat, he doesn't have to shave. You can see his picture. He's got some envious stuff going on hanging off his chin for sure too. So
Manscaping. Sorry.
that's when you change a lot of blades, huh, guys? And you shave your ass.
Oh.
That's what I mean. Your heirs. Okay, let's move on. Ken's shaking his head. He's gonna leave. He's like, I gotta go, guys. My chili's
Like
cooking.
I've had enough, man.
It is almost done. Yeah.
My chili's cooking. All right. Do you put your helmet on your mirrors when you go into a restaurant or something with your with whoever and you're out brine with the guys, or do you lock it in the tour pack when you're walking away from the bike?
If I'm on the trike, I put it in the tour pack and lock it up. But if I'm on my heritage, I carry it with me. Because I
Okay.
got a few $100 worth of cameras sticking off of it.
Well, yeah, I would understand that from the king of cameras. Yep.
Well, that's what they tell me.
if I'm going in quick and I can see it, it goes on the mirror. Otherwise, it goes in the tour pack. I almost want to tempt somebody to take it.
Then you
So I put it. I'll put it on the mirror if I can see it because I don't know. But you know, it's a good point, Ken. You got gear all over it, right? Every time I pull if I go into a Harley dealership, it always comes into my mind, which is there's so many bikes around. Everybody puts their helmet on their bike, right? And then you got all that gear on it, and you're like, all right, there goes $1,000, right? So
I think it all depends on where you're at too. I mean, like if you're at a dealer, that's rarely going to happen where someone's going to mess with it. But
exactly.
I usually leave mine out at the dealer too.
I mean, now that I have a tour pack, and I took it off, guys.
Oh no.
I actually took it off for once last week, and I rode with it. I meant to tell you guys that. So for those of you that thought I would never take it off, I did.
Did you just do that just so you could say that on this show?
Pretty much, yeah. I put it right back on.
Drove right back home, put it right back on.
Yeah, I just went down to the end of my driveway and said, "Oh, that's enough."
That
No,
counts.
I'd say, if I was going long distance now, I'd put it in the tour pack. But I was used to just throw it on the seat or threw it on because I don't have a mirror to hook it to.
And I'll kind of give you another one. You said when you go on long trips, we're kind of the opposite. On long trips, we're packed. I mean, myself and Miss HDR the tour pack's packed. So what we do is we take the Sennas and the camera gear off the helmet, hang them on the mirror, and lock that in the tour pack.
You walk in with a pocket full of stuff, and people think you're bringing it in, not taking it out.
Yeah. But it's funny too because I see a lot of people walk in like to the mall and stuff carrying around their helmets, like leave it on the bike. And I believe, I'm not sure, but check with your insurance company because the insurance company may insure all the cameras that's on there too. So
Jack, the only challenge I have with that, and now that you're using the GoPro,
yeah,
if you take the GoPro off the chin of your helmet,
Yeah.
you are probably not going to get it on, in my opinion, set the exact same way as when you went in with it. I mean, I do adjust my GoPro by my phone before I ride, but I always worried about taking the GoPro off the helmet, no matter what you do with it, and putting it back on, that it doesn't sit in the same spot.
and I don't adjust mine every time I ride. I clip it on and just tilt it as far back as it'll tilt back.
That's
And
why I
that's
do
great
mine
for you.
too.
Yeah, so just so it would get over the handle or as much as possible. But And I think you're right, Bob. If I was shooting a video coming in like, okay, guys, I'll be right back in just a minute. I got to run the store. And you're right. That capture can be totally different. So you got a good point. So, good points. All right. Next up. Do you still do sticker exchange? This is a big thing in the community. It was big for a while. Like you'd open your mailbox and guys would do YouTube videos on, I'm having a mail call Tuesday. Nobody ever watched it. They got like 12 views and it sucks. And
Well, I opened a mailbox, a post office box for that. But so far, I got no sticker exchange except for one. That was from a guy in Pennsylvania that signed on to me.
Now, do you put your, now Bob taught me this. Did you put your PO box and everything like on your Instagram on your about page?
Yes.
All right.
Let's all flood stickers, I say, to your PO box. I'm gonna go look after the show to get you one.
We're gonna flood them.
You know what, Jack? It's funny, and Colin and I have talked about this before. There was two things that I did when I started YouTube that I don't anymore, and I'm not saying they're good or bad, just in case anybody gets rear-ended hurt. But I do this. Colin, you taught me that, by the way. The fanny hurt. We shouldn't start with that, but
not fannies again.
The stickers I don't do as much anymore, though I have them. And I don't do mail call videos anymore, right? And maybe that's because I'm not sending people stickers, but I keep the mail call stuff for Instagram normally. But no, to answer your questions, I'm not still doing that. But I have them. I wouldn't mind doing it. Anybody ever wants one, just send me a note and I'd be glad to get one out to you.
Yeah, you got some really nice stickers.
I've done them in the past. I think I do it in spurts. I still have a handful. I think I'm only down to like 3, and so I have to order more. And they're both like bent, so I don't want to send them out. But it all it's like it goes in spurts. I see it a lot of time on YouTube or on Instagram. People like exchanging stuff, and then it slows down and it starts up again. I think it's cool. I think it's cool to send out swag to people and kind of share stuff. There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, and I kind of
goes.
Yeah, it comes and goes. Exactly. It's in stages.
Yeah, and it's funny, guys, because I think it's more predominant during the winter months for us. It seems like because we're not out riding, so we want to keep in constant contact. So
there you go. I know Colin gets his made by somebody else. I make my own. How about you guys?
You make your own stickers?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
I need a logo. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
So if you got some extra time, Harley Moon Rider, just put a sun, and then you got my channel. So
scratch out the M and put a D.
Yeah, that's easy to do.
Put a D. No, they'll be calling me Harley Damn Rider. All right, guys. How often do you snack after dinner?
How often do I snack after dinner?
Gotta have something sweet after dinner. So
you eat dinner at 6 o'clock or 5 o'clock, and you're watching TV. A good movie at 8. You get the chip
bag of chips. Yep.
There you go.
I do.
Bob,
have you seen my gut? Yeah, I snack after dinner. I'm trying to do a little bit less at or eat something a little bit better for us, but try not to do it as much. But yeah, sometimes I guess it depends what you're doing. If you're watching TV, if you had a big dinner, if you eat late, sometimes you eat late and you don't do that, right? So
right.
I think no matter what, I always turn it into a sandwich somehow. So like if I snack, I'll like put it between 2 pieces of bread and a slice of cheese, and I'm good to go.
Doritos, a slice of cheese, and bread.
Not Doritos. I use Fritos.
Fritos.
Dippers.
Yeah. Do you guys ever like when you have sandwiches? Do you put the chips in the sandwich?
Sometimes. Yeah, sometimes.
Don't give me that look, Bob. I know you do it. So like you can like take all the Fritos, roast beef and cheese, and like crush it all together. It's like it's an all-in-one. It's much more efficient.
It's like in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh puts French fries in sandwiches. Though it's good.
That's awesome.
It's ridiculous. I've never done
that. French fries and coleslaw in a sandwich. It's good stuff.
That's crazy.
Pittsburgh. Bob. We also
we
put French fries on our chicken salads, Bob, and our steak salads.
I miss Pittsburgh for that, for sure. And the Steelers 7-0.
7-0. Yeah. Wow. Who would ever thought that happened? Wow. All right. So this is some new stuff here. Upgrading motorcycles. Performance first or comfort? This kind of came from Colin's video yesterday. as I was sitting watching, I'm thinking I'm going to put this question in. So, Ken, do you think your bike should be more comfortable or should it be fast?
I think comfortable.
That's
Definitely.
that's what you
Yeah.
do first. Seat,
Yep.
handlebars. Okay.
And Bob sold a lot of those mirrors.
Yeah, he said he did.
I've got them on both my bikes. So
Aren't they awesome?
yes, they are.
Well, you know, for that, Harley paid for his stage 1. Did you know that? Because of all those mirrors he sold.
There you go.
Yeah.
You would think they could at least say thank you or something.
Yeah, really.
But they're stylish, but they also do help see people coming on the side of you, don't they?
Yes.
I mean, for
Yes,
safety,
they
I
do.
think they're a big deal. So,
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
you know, to answer your question, Jack, I would say it's comfort.
Yeah.
I'd like to get both, right? But at the end of the day, it's comfort.
and I know that's how you just built your bike too. You went from the seat and the handlebars, I think, and then you went to the stage 1 kit. So you went.
That's a good point. Started with comfort, yeah.
Yeah, you did. Yeah. Colin?
Jack, Ed's biker stuff said, do you guys keep your old parts or do you sell them?
I
I
keep,
keep all of them.
because if I'm going to trade it, I'm putting them back on.
Yep.
Right.
It's a good question. No, I keep mine.
I keep them and do nothing with them forever. They just stay in my garage.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've still got some in my storage room downstairs. Upgrading motorcycle parts. I would say now, I it's funny because after I did that video, I some of the things I've done, we did engine work. Now that I think about it, I should have done suspension first, like on my first upgrade. And there was a lot of comments about people giving, like how much of a better ride it makes, like bars and suspension. So comfort, definitely comfort. I did the seat, but I probably should have gone that route instead of doing some other things.
Well, yeah, because the suspension, I guess, would still be comfort. Yeah. It wouldn't.
Oh,
be
yeah.
It
I
could
would
be.
call it that.
I
It could be perform. Yeah, but
Yeah, you're going to
it's
hang
more
the
comfort.
bends a little tighter. You'll be dragging the floorboards and all
Yeah.
that cool stuff. So
Hey, Colin, I got to tell you, your video was awesome this morning.
Oh, thanks.
But
Jake.
as somebody that put the 10-inch mini apes on my bike, your life is different touring. The motorcycle turns better. I mean, and it's not that expensive. I know you want to do the shocks too, but the suspension. But I got to tell you what, dude, I was excited to hear you say that because you will love it.
Well, I liked him. I'm just kicking myself because I should have got on. Well, I think I did get on your bike, didn't I? To test the Mustang that you didn't know about, and then you got pissed at me. Isn't that what happened?
isn't that when he smacked you with that helmet and knocked you off?
Were you wearing a diaper when you were on my bike? Just to
I
clarify?
was. I left my mark too. So I'm trying to
sell it now.
I'm trying to. Yeah, I should have tested it. I'm mad at myself for not doing that when I was there.
Yeah, we should have both.
But yeah, I like the look of your bars. I do, Bob. I think it's a good fit. That's a hard thing to do because you got to go out and find people to sit on a bike to test it, and that's kind of a hard thing to do, to find bars at least, like either 12s, 14s, 10s, stuff like that. So it's kind of a guessing game unless you know somebody that has that bike, so you can kind of get an idea. And the same thing with shocks, actually. You got to go on people's recommendations, that people that have experience, and I trust, fellow riders and stuff. So you can get a lot of good, solid advice from people that ride that have those things. And that's why I trust this community.
I think everything you said is definitely right. I mean, the thing I'm scared about bars is if I spend, what's those factory 47s? Well, first of all, if I buy bars in the Harley shop, and he said if they have that cut, how they come in, they're like pointed somehow. He said it's going to be 7 hours of labor to put those on. He said if you get the ones with the rounded edges, he said it's going to take 2 hours to put on.
It's all putting the lines to the cable.
Yeah, it's getting the lines through. So, but the thing with me is, wonder if you put them on and you absolutely hate them. Now you're stuck. That's what I'm scared about. The only
Keep
thing
your old parts.
what's that?
Keep your old parts.
Yeah, but then you got to pay the labor to change them again. You know what I mean? I
I
like
changed
these guys.
mine.
You did them yourself.
On the strike.
You got time this winter? I'll trailer my bike up.
Come on down.
What are you doing after the show?
and we can eat chili. You're gonna cook chili, and
I got enough for everybody. Come on down.
Jack, you'll eat chili while he puts on your new bars? Is that what
I'll be
it is?
I'll be eating, watching, taking pictures with my iPhone 6.
Yeah. Video it. Yeah, there you go.
I'll video it. Yeah, we can videotape it. But the one thing I do like about Harley seats is I like their demo program. They'll let you keep it for a day or two and
Yeah.
ride around, see if you like it. So
I've never tried the demo seats they got up there yet.
Yeah, I still want to buy that air seat. What's it called?
The air seat.
No, the one that Harley sells. Mike Hilly 7 and Luke both had one.
Oh God, now I forgot what it was. Zeppelin.
Yeah, the Road Zeppelin. I would
Road
really,
Zeppelin, yeah.
really like to have that seat. I mean, just for the air up and down. We met a guy that rode 1,100 miles with that seat, and he said he still feels absolutely fine. He said he could ride another 1,100 if he wasn't tired, physically tired, but he says body felt good. So.
Well, Jack, you rode that 500 miles, and I don't know how you done it.
Well, I wore padded skivvies, which is
I heard.
That a boy.
they're huge. They are a big benefit. They really are. Colin, still thanks, man, for sending.
You gotta send me the brand name of I know.
Redemption.
Don't do it. Don't do it. You know why he likes them? Because you don't have to stop to go to the bathroom because you can just go in those. That's what they're
Redemption.
diaper, really.
No, they did. They worked really well. And
You were right, Colin.
I wouldn't tell
You were right.
and
I was right.
anybody-
You were wrong.
we had a young girl on the show a few weeks ago that did that iron butt challenge. Anybody that can do that and live, congratulations. Because
No kidding.
Like
544 miles whipped me. I mean, I was sore Sunday. I didn't do anything that Sunday after that.
yeah, but we're old.
Laid around. We are getting older. I mean, it's not a good
You
idea.
guys are young yet. Come on.
I always love when people tell me you're young. Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
I'm looking at my 401k. I'm saying I can retire at this date. Like I get Social Security, a couple more years. I'm ready. So, do you guys carry tools on your bikes? I don't mean like a wrench. I mean like tools you can actually fix the motorcycle with.
Nothing other than an Allen wrench set, and I carry a battery pack so I can jump start if I have to. My battery on the Heritage is 4 years old.
That's a good idea. What you, Bob? Carry any tools?
Other than the normal little Harley kit, you know what? I hate to say it. I don't think I do, and I should. And you know what? It's funny, Ken, you said that. I went riding with actually a business client, and he had the same thing. His bike wouldn't start. And I'm like, oh no. And he's like, don't worry, I got a jumper, right? And he actually brought it out, and he sent me the link to it. I never ordered it, and I probably should. It's probably good to have, right?
Well, one I got's only about this big.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to crank a diesel, so
Well, how long does that hold a charge? I wonder if I have that sitting in my bike all summer and I never think to
been in my bike all summer, never used it. I take it out, it's 100%.
Oh, okay. That's good.
Ready to go.
Good deal.
It don't bleed down like the old lithium batteries do that you have in your toys.
Yeah, right. That's what I was worried about. Colin?
Oh, is it my turn? I guess it is my turn. Yeah, I carry a hammer drill. I think that's about it. DeWalt. Those always come in handy. Either Rider PA is in here, and he actually bailed me out on our trip when we were up there. And to answer your question, yes, I have minimal, but after kind of seeing what he had like this little pack that had all these different things, and I had a mount. Actually, my phone mount and I didn't have the right adapter, and he pulled that out, and he saved my ass. So I appreciate that. Be the rider on that. But so what I do is I take the key Torx things that I need, and I put them in a Ziploc, like 4 or 5 of those that I need for, and then the basic Harley one. That way, in case anything happens. And then I always carry that that automatic inflator stuff, so in case you get a flat tire, that helps pump it up so you can get. That's about it.
Yeah, on mine I actually carry a toolkit with. I have enough to get by wrenches, socket, screwdrivers, and since I was with Henry that one day, you guys seen that video when he blew the tire. I now have tire plugs in my saddlebag as well as a 12-volt pump, so I can actually fill the tire back up. Because he's like, you have plugs? I'm like, yeah, they're in the garage. So, but even if we could have plugged it, how would we have pumped it up? I mean, neither one of us could breathe that heavy to blow the tire back up, so we were stuck. Yeah. Like we pushed down the thing and he put his mouth on. I would just keep squeezing his belly until we blew it up. That'd be kind of comical. But so yeah,
It wouldn't do me much good to carry plugs or anything from mine on the Heritage because I got spoke wheel. That means you got a tube in them.
Well, see, that's exactly what his had in it, was a tube. But what happened was later on, if you listen to that video real close, he goes, something fell off my bike, man. I'm like,
Yeah, I watched that. Mhm.
Yeah, and he said something, and I'm like, because he heard something really, really loud. And here, when he took it to the shop, he didn't remember he had holes in that tire before, and they put a tube in it. Well, the tube exploded inside the tire, and that's why it started.
Ooh.
It was
So
coming
that's
back.
what it was. He heard.
Yeah, that's what he heard. He heard that
Yeah.
tube exploding. So
Wow.
that was a weird day. You go on a nice 100-mile ride, and that's what happens. But be prepared for anything.
You know, I wanted to make a crass joke about the blowing up the thing of doing that. You realize that, but I looked at Bob and I could just see his face.
Bob remembers I've always said keep the videos as G-rated.
Keep the videos family friendly.
Family.
Don't talk about blow, and the jobs that we do to get it up there. We don't want to do that. All right, let's keep going.
Pass on.
Pass on. Pass on. So, do we have any questions from the chat room? I can't tell you guys. I want to make a public service announcement too, because these guys they email me weekly, and you guys are probably getting them too. June 11th, 12th, and 13th of 2021 in Tazewell, Virginia. I got emails the first night, guys. I said West Virginia, and they're like, "You're an idiot. What's wrong with you, dummy?" And it's like, "I'm sorry, I messed up. It's Tazewell, Virginia."
Yep.
Mr. G's having a meetup, and looks like right now there's probably going to be 250 people minimum.
Wow.
So get your hotel room now.
Is it that big already?
It is
I
getting
didn't think
big.
it was that big.
No, but they have people flying in from all over.
That's
They're
huge.
renting bikes. They got bike rentals. They got like probably 4 or 5 hotels already.
I'm planning on
Really?
trying to go.
I think it's going to be fun. They got vendors set up. They already got some live bands to play at one of the Harley shops. So it sounds like they're really coming along. It's going to be a pretty big event.
Yeah, kudos to Mr. G on that. You're doing.
Yeah,
good.
I mean he is the king of shout outs. So
Yes, he is.
he's pretty amazing how he goes through all that. So, but oh yeah, and Be the Right PS said yes, book your rooms now. Hungry Mother Campground is where he stays a lot. They have cabins, so if you want a cabin there.
I'm just glad I have no responsibility in hosting any events. I think that's a fantastic event.
I know. That's how I say it. We've paid our dues.
Woohoo!
Yeah, it's really nice to be able to come. And I told these guys, and I've been telling people there is my hope is we can get together and do a live stream with a live audience. I think that'd be fun.
That would be cool.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. Like we did when we went away, but wouldn't it be cool to have a whole room full of guys sitting in there, other bikers. And, but yeah, I think it'd be fun. So
I think it'll be a lot of fun. Be my first. So
they were saying, Toby just said, here, I'll put this up so everybody can see it. Thanks, Toby. I appreciate that. There's a bike shop that they said they may have 8 to 9 bikes to rent, but they won't know for sure until after the first of the year. So, but it's a big event. I mean, we are planning on being there. Mr. Harley Moon Rider said he is planning on being there, so that's nice.
Are you bringing chili?
Bunny King Hogs and her husband are planning on attending.
Cool.
I called them on the phone the other night and we chatted. No, I'm lying, but it'd be nice if they came over. They want to come over, so it'd be really nice if they would make it then. But all right, so we'll just go through the wrap ups. Ken, we'll start with you, and we're going to wrap this show up for the evening since there's no questions coming up here in the chat room.
all right. Well, I got one thing I got to say today, and if I don't say it, I'm gonna probably get penalized for it. But I gotta wish a happy birthday to my youngest daughter down in North Carolina.
Oh,
She
nice.
goes by MC Girl, and I ain't saying how old she is because that means it's how old I am. So I've enjoyed being here, guys. I appreciate all you guys asking me to come on and give me a good plug. So thanks a lot.
Yeah, it can welcome, man. We're glad you're here. We always seem to get the nicest people. We have such a great community, and you're a part of the family now. So happy birthday to your daughter, and
Thank you.
and thanks. Be safe.
Yeah, it's cool, Ken. Like, doing these things, you see how many people and how interactive they are in the side chat. And, a lot of, several of these people that are in the side chat have been on here before. And it's really cool that, week in, week out, they're on here, and it's a great community to be a part of. So welcome aboard. We appreciate you coming in tonight.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ken, Mr. King of the Cameras, I do appreciate you coming on when I notified you or contacted you the other day. And I was like, please come on our show, Mr. King of Cameras. And you're like, well, let me see, let me check my calendar. And luckily he was open, so we were able to get him on. So he said, wait, that's my chili cooking day. And it was a little tough. He had to cut onions, but we're here. So
Yeah, well, I cried a little bit over that.
what's that?
Excuse me.
I cried a little bit over that.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And you're
said
getting a lot of happy birthdays in the side chat.
yeah,
Cool.
You're getting a ton of them.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, look at all those birthday wishes. That's awesome.
you said your daughter's A and C girl.
NC.
NC girl.
NC. Well, NC girl, happy
Yeah.
birthday to you from the HDR and these gentlemen here with us. But yeah, Ken, thank you so much for being on with us. We do appreciate it. And as I said, you want to one more time give a plug for your channel so everybody can hear that, and I will post it down in the comments below so you can click on the link and get to him. So tell us one more time about your channel.
Definitely come on to HMR Harley Moon Rider. Check me out. I put a lot of crazy videos up. Just enjoy them. Thank you, guys.
Good. We really appreciate that. And thank you very much. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining. You guys are done. We did the wrap up. We're all good. Guys, we're good. All right, everybody. Have a good night. Enjoy your Sunday. And we'll talk to you next time.
Happy birthday, girl.
Bye.
Be safe.
Happy birthday
Check on a friend.
to you.
Don't give up your day job.
Yeah.
All right. Hold on, Ken. We'll see you in a minute.
Thank you.